All right, here we go. Tony Ramos. Tony Ramos puts a shoe center mat at the World Team Trials Challenge tournament, and his competitive career is over. Sad to see him go. It was an absolute treat as a wrestling fan to have a guy like Tony Ramos around. But also at the same time really excited for him to dive on all cylinders into his coaching career. I think there's a lot of really lucky athletes that are going to get to feel that, and he's going to make wrestling stronger. But his career was outstanding. I remember seeing Tony Ramos the first times at the Ironman tournament, Walsh Ironman. He was wrestling for Glenbard North, where he was a 3-time Illinois state champion. Also trained with Izzy Style, Israel Martinez. So really talented high school wrestler. I think he got a 5th place finish at Junior Worlds as well. But really becomes a giant figure for the Iowa Hawkeyes and had a really great career for them. Blood round his freshman year, 3rd place his sophomore year. Lost in the national finals to Logan Stieber his junior year, and wins a national title his senior year over Graf. I remember in an interview he said he didn't wrestle that well, but that's how you know he's good. Even when he has a bad day, a couple bad days, he can win a national title. Tony Ramos goes 34-0 in his college career at Carver Hawkeye, which is insane. You consider the teams that come into that arena, the Big Ten schedule, and he goes unbeaten in his home crowd. And you know, there are some really tough matches. One of my 2 favorite Tony Ramos moments, and actually I wasn't there for this, Mark Bader was there with Flo, a really great piece of commentary. I thought is when Ramos is wrestling Jordan Oliver, and at one moment Ramos has a high single, and Bader says, "This crowd is gonna erupt if Ramos can get this takedown." Boom, sure enough, he scores a takedown. 15,000 fans in a sold-out Carver Hawkeye go crazy. They go ballistic. Iowa ends up losing the duel despite the big upset there, but it was a great match, and I think one of those defining moments for Tony Ramos. And then the other one, it was actually a year earlier. It's the 2010-2011 season. Iowa's wrestling number 1 ranked Penn State, and Ramos is an underdog against Andrew Long. I think Ramos was maybe an 8 seed and Long's a 4 seed. And Ramos gets a 3-2 win, gets momentum going. It was McDonough picks up a fall, Ramos picks up an upset, and Iowa cruises. I think they win 33-22 in that duel at Rec Hall. That was one of my favorite duels, and a great Tony Ramos moment. And you think of Tony Ramos, you think of the ultimate competitor, you think of a stare down, a guy that's going to speak his mind, and just you always get a show out of him. Tony Ramos goes on and makes 2 world teams. I think he was ranked top 15 at one point in the world, but just an outstanding career, and I'll miss watching him compete. But thank you, Tony Ramos. Thanks for putting on a show, giving us fans something to talk about. Good luck with coaching and your family moving forward. You are the man.